Volume 2 of the record box. Found this, well, I'm not going to go through. You want to see the backstory on this box? Not much of a backstory. Check out the Volume 1, if I even upload this. Sealed with a Kiss from Bobby Vinton. This is a promotion only from '88. Why would they release that? Was that using a movie or something? Flip here. Sealed with a Kiss. Is it a re-recording? Is it the original version? Was it used in a movie? Why did it come out as a promotional copy? Why were they redoing? It's produced by Bobby Vinton and why is this not focusing? And Tom Cubis. Yeah. I'm guessing since it was produced by Bobby Vinton, it's a re-recording of some sort. So this has got lots of interesting writing on it. It's the promotional copy of Glass Tigers' "Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone," which is a great song. Living near the New York border. I remember hearing this song in early '86. Got a lot of airplay on radio. In Canada, in early '86. Wasn't an American hit until this late summer, early fall, but I don't know where this record came from. This is not from WPDM. I don't know where this is from, but we'll read what it says. It's obviously from a radio station. Awesome. Tuned by another fantastic Canadian post-avant-garde band. I really wouldn't call these guys post-avant-garde. Listen for Bryan Adams on backup vocals. Old news, no shit, Sherlock. Really, a couple of DJs at this particular radio station were having a little conversation. This is funny. But on the more intelligent side, this has a 22-second intro. That's a good song. That's Canadian pop at its finest. And again, sorry for the crappy camera work here. What is this? Oh, it's Stacy Q. This has got to be Two Hearts. Two of Hearts. Two Hearts, that beat is one. This is probably from the same radio station. Got a 5-second intro. The I Need You part kicks in. Stacy Q. Anybody remember the Facts of Life episode with Stacy Q? Huh? Climby Fisher. This has got to be Love Changes Everything. Which, boy, he sounded an awful lot like Rod Stewart there. Was that Climby or Fisher? I think it was Climby. I don't really know. But this was a pretty good song. I'm surprised this wasn't a bigger hit, to be honest with you. Although it got huge radio airplay in Canada. Man, I think Canadian Top 40 and AC stations played the crap out of this. So even though it only got as high as like number 21, I think, in the States, it was just a huge song. I want to say spring of '88. Maybe even before that. I think Canadian stations were playing it even earlier than that. Maybe late '87. Came out in '87. I don't remember. I'm not sure, but Climby Fisher. And one of the guys, I think Rob Fisher, was one of the guys from Naked Eyes. Little side note there. Shock Zone. No idea what this is. This is, yeah, I have no idea what this is. Never heard of the group. Feels like it's got a hole there, so it's probably American. Shock Zone, just the game. Look at these guys. Huh. Cool stash there. Big hair. Little action. Bandana. All the essential things that you need for a, well, I was going to say successful 80s band, but Shock Zone. Natalie Cole, When I Fall in Love. Yeah, this was like a AC hit, I think. Pink Cadillac. Okay, there you go. It's funny, Pink Cadillac is on 2. Yeah, this When I Fall in Love is 1. That's weird. Of course, Pink Cadillac was the Bruce Springsteen song, which never appeared on an album, but it was the flip side of Dancing in the Dark. But it got a lot of airplay back then. Not a lot, but... Prince Alphabet Street, which I also bought. This is not my copy, but I bought a lot of '88 records in here, I'm noticing, which is not a great year for music for me, but a lot of '88 records. Prince Alphabet Street from his Love Sexy album. He had a couple of cool covers. His cover, and this actually was the commercial single. It came out in a clear plastic sleeve, which I thought was kind of cool. Kind of like when Purple Rain came out in purple vinyl. I think it also came in this weird, really kind of cool vinyl sleeve or something. I don't know it was vinyl, but had a different texture to it. Dirty Diana, Michael Jackson, 45. Did not like this song. That's, what's his name? Billy Idol's guy, right? Steve Stevens? No. What the hell was his name? What the hell was that guy's name? Steve Stevens, right? Holy shit. I forget. This is cool. This actually is pretty cool. And maybe I'll end it here because I'm getting tired. This is the promotional copy of Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. The story on this is that Sweet Child of Mine became this huge sort of surprise pop hit. Huge hit, #1 record. Welcome to the Jungle was the first song from the first track released to radio from the album, but it didn't do all that well. Did well on rock radio, did great on Headbangers Ball, but then they released Sweet Child of Mine. That became a huge hit. They re-released Welcome to the Jungle to Top 40 radio, which is pretty bold. Because it was really hard for that, that time frame. When, Here I Go Again by Whitesnake was the hardest thing on radio. A year before. Now they're releasing this as a single on Top 40. And this is their message to the radio industry. This is radio lingo right here. Don't report this record. Don't tell the trade magazines that you're playing this record. Don't tell them. Even though the Guns N' Roses album Appetite for Destruction has already sold more than 1 million copies, even though Welcome to the Jungle is the #1 most requested video on MTV and MTV's top 5 for 2 months, ask your listeners. Hearing Guns N' Roses on the radio is better than seeing them on the charts, so play this record and don't report it. Interesting angle to take. Bold angle to take. And it did well. It succeeded. #7, I believe, is what it got to on the charts, which is pretty good for a really heavy metal song. Another 88 track, Scarlet and Black, a one-hit wonder from 88, You Don't Know, which is a pretty, a lot of people, some people like this song. I found it bland, but it does take me back to spring '88. I'll give you that much. Oh, this song takes me back to the summer of '88, Mercedes Boy from Pebbles. I'm not going to say much about that. This is a good record. This is from the WPDM archives. Now we're getting somewhere. Think I'm in Love from Eddie Money. This is the promotional copy. As you can see, Columbia usually has the orangish, yellowish label. This is the white promo version of that. 19-second intro, and they added it on July 1st. Hang on. July 1st, 1982. Eddie Money. Oh, there's no label on this, though, I'm noticing. There's no label. Keep the Fire Burning by REO Speedwagon, a really bland song. This is their first single from the follow-up to High Infidelity, which was the #1 album of '81. How do you follow that up? Well, not with this. It did well, though. People, radio stations played it because, it's the new REO Speedwagon. We have to play this, even though it's not that good. Hit #7, and you didn't really hear much of it after that. Not a very good song. You heard it. Let's do one more. Another WPDM archive record. This goes back to... This is an old one. This is cool. 1978. They added it in June of '78. Is that right? Or no? Can't really see the label kind of cut off there. Last Dance from Thank God It's Friday. And there's a label that I put on it. Remember, I labeled all these labels that you see. I labeled these records during the O.J. Simpson trial, summer of '94. So summer, fall '94. Remember doing that, typing them up on these little friggin' labels. How antiquated is that, right? All right, one more. This is cool. Asia, Only Time Will Tell from WPDM AM 1470 Potsdam, New York. This is the version that they played. Pretty cool. I got it. They added it kind of late, actually. August 5th, 1982. Wasn't that kind of late? I mean, I know a lot of stations were playing it as an off the album in like June, July, but even top 40 stations, but I guess it's pretty good. August 5th, 1982. And it's not the promotional copy. Maybe that's the version they sent out to record. I don't know. That's it. One more time. Okay, one quickie. Find a Way, Amy Grant, her first pop hit from 1985, summer. Yep, they added it on June 18th, 85. There you go. All right, I think I'm done with this. Let me know what you think, guys. See ya. Thanks.